is a different video. I have SpongeBob shirts. They're both just dirty right now. They're not clean. Wait a minute. Meme power. Come on. There we go. And meme power. By the power invested in memes, I declare the dork. They're not even. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. The last video of SpongeBob month that doesn't take place in the Animalogic universe. That's what I call them. The ones with film buffs and plushies. The Animalogic universe. It's been a ride. And a good chunk of them were song covers, but I just like doing song covers, okay? Can you blame me? One of them got taken down by YouTube because apparently it doesn't live up to their standards for some reason. And another one I just hate because it was a pain to edit and the end result just didn't really work out properly. Basically throughout this month I just decided to do everything that made SpongeBob special. Its song, its characters by doing their voices, the fan theories, the mysteries, the creepypastas, and basically just having fun with a show that I loved since, I'm gonna say like 6, and that's gonna be the subject of this video today. And it's why I love SpongeBob so much. I feel like for most of us it's because we started watching the show when we were at a very young age. And that's the case for me too. I'd say it was around 2011? 11? Yeah, let's say 2010, 2011, whatever. I don't really remember the exact age I started watching SpongeBob, because that was a long time ago. Let's just say I was very young, and I loved watching Nickelodeon at the time, and sometimes I still watch them today. You know, they haven't aired a new episode of a show I liked in a while, so they don't have a lot of shows I like on the network right now. Hopefully that will change in the future. But anyway, back to the subject of the video. And I like to say around the time I really got into SpongeBob was around when the season 8 episode Frozen Face Off aired. I don't think it was because of that episode. I just started watching like a lot of different episodes and I just fell in love with it. Before then, the cartoon that I like obsessed over was Toy Story. Oh, or unless you count Thomas the Tank Engine as a cartoon, that was it. That was the cartoon I was obsessed with as a child. And, yeah. So, I pretty much asked for a whole bunch of SpongeBob stuff. This one, then I think I got this at Universal Studios. And here's a very fun fact. The SpongeBob plush that you see in a whole lot of the Animalogics, the same with the Patrick, I actually got them at Universal Studios. I don't really remember where I got the Gary and Mr. Krabs, but yeah, I have a Mr. Krabs. He doesn't really appear in my videos. I just found one. I never owned a Squidward, though. I know they exist, but I've never seen them in public. Noah has a Plankton. And the hall monitor Spongebob. Which is my excuse for why he's a cop. Anyway, when my cable Starlink decided to drop all the Viacom networks in 2014, I was devastated. I was crapping my pants, being like, you can't get rid of SpongeBob, you can't! How am I supposed to watch new episodes? And it was especially disappointing for me because, like, with the Ninja Turtles and stuff, like, the Ninja Turtles just made me, with that season 2 finale. Come on! I was destroyed. And, yeah. Luckily, I still had Cartoon Network and the Disney channels to hold me over. Until 3 years later, and I got the Viacoms back. My mom was especially happy because she got to watch Teen Mom 2. Yep. So, pretty much, yeah. And even then, I still managed to watch SpongeBob episodes when they aired. Thanks to a lovely little invention known as the internet. Nothing but watching illegal footage of a cartoon show. Yeah. Don't worry, I still watch episodes that I haven't seen before on actual cable television because I did that whenever I went out of town. Yeah. So, yeah. When I was a kid, I owned an incredible amount of SpongeBob DVDs. Because Nickelodeon made an incredible amount of SpongeBob DVDs. Or more, Paramount in this case. And you can bet your boy owned pretty much most of them. Like, if you could name a SpongeBob DVD back in the day, I most likely owned it. And me and my old friend, I don't want to give away his name, let's just say his name is Dear Evan Hansen. So me and my friend Dear Evan Hansen used to do this thing where he was Patrick and I was SpongeBob. Because I do a better SpongeBob voice after all, so yeah. I was really big on impressions back then, so yeah. Look at the critter. Critter. So, yeah, we were really stupid. But then again, who isn't when you're like 8? I saw this movie in theaters when I was like 10 years old, and I loved it. I still think it's a really good movie, and I pretty much was like, boy, I see SpongeBob on the big screen. Oh! I'm pretty sure that's what it was like. I wore a SpongeBob shirt and everything. I was prepared. And now I do that with practically every movie that I see. I always wear a shirt to go along with it. My mom's always like, ah! You're in the dark. No one's gonna care. It gets you in the mood. I mean, don't just wear like a My Little Pony t-shirt to Doom 4. The movie is not coming out, hopefully. So, yeah. I'd like to say when I was around like 11 or 12, I started to realize that a good chunk of the episodes after the 4th season sucked. Thanks to lovely little people like Mr. Enter, who pointed out these flaws, and I never looked at most of those episodes the same way again. My hands look so big. I have big hands. It's squishing my head. I'm almost 15. So, anyway, yeah. And, yeah, I looked at SpongeBob in a whole new way. And now, here we are today. Oh wait, before we get on to the happy parts thing stuff, I'd like to mention one more thing. In about August of 2016, I started watching this YouTube channel called Super Mario Logan. I thought the way he used plush toys and puppets to basically tell these stories was funny. I thought it was interesting. Really entertaining. And since I had quite a bit of them, plushies, and like one puppet, I decided, what the heck, I'm gonna give this a try. And since I love SpongeBob, I decided to make SpongeBob the main character. Same thing what he did with Mario. Of course, I eventually got a Mario plush, as you can see right there. Right up there is the Marios, and there's some more plushies. So, yeah. So, me and my friend Noah decided to film the first episode of Animal Logic in November 2016. It went up on Noah's channel, known as Links 2, which is now super dead. And eventually, it went up to a new channel that Noah created. And that channel is the channel you're watching right now. And here we are today. SpongeBob will always be part of my life. Till the day I die. Until the day it dies. Which, let's face it, I'm gonna die before SpongeBob dies. So, I find it amazing how a show can go on for 20 years, and it is still just as relevant now as it has ever been. And on the very off chance that someone at Nickelodeon or part of the SpongeBob crew at one point is watching this video, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the tears on some occasions. Thank you for the inspiration. And thank you for having a big impact on my life.